you're born Jewish, raised Jewish. Most Jewish people are either going to be conservative, Orthodox, or Reformed. But that wasn't your situation, was it? How was your
Well,
upbringing?
even though I was born Jewish, I wasn't raised Jewish. My parents divorced when I was about 2 years old, and I stayed with my father. Both my parents are Jewish, but my mother had a real difficulty emotionally. I think there was some generational curses and things like that that were in her side of the family, because her mother also battled with depression, and she just she couldn't handle raising me. And my dad was a real type A person, and you know, I'm sure that didn't help. And so
That means very demanding.
yeah, I think so. Especially, you know, he's mellowed out now, and we get along pretty good now. But
But
I
how were
was
you
really
brought up then?
raised.
Yeah.
I was really raised.
You're religious.
My dad remarried when I was 4 to a lady who was playing in the Atlanta Symphony, played violin, and this was in the late '60s, and there was a great emphasis on, you know, progressive education, humanism, things like that, and they were very much in that mold of the arts, and music was really the, you know, the primary thing, and giftedness and all that. So I was taught a lot of humanism, and so I had actually a lot of antagonism put into me against almost any kind of faith from my dad particularly.
So when you, as a Jewish person, accepted Yeshua, Jesus, there wasn't much reaction then from your parents' side?
Well, no. What had happened was, really, I left home at 13. I went to Juilliard, and a year or two later, actually I was here in Houston. I studied with Friedel Lack here in Houston during 9th grade, and then 10th grade I went to New York. But I really didn't understand what had happened to me. But I wrote about it in a book that I wrote my life story in a book called He Restoreth My Soul. And it traces all of what happened to me from 13 to about, really until about 11 years ago when I entered into ministry. But I had a breakdown. I was pushed real hard, and the Lord, really my life is not so much I'm looking for God, is that God came looking for me. God came and He sought after me. I wasn't looking for Him, but He loved me and wanted, and so I had a real tough time getting into, I hung out with musicians. I had no relationship spiritually with anybody. There was no discipling, there was no mentoring. I was just in a wilderness for most of my teenage years. So it was
God
the enemy
came and plucked you out.
Yeah, the enemy really attacked my life.
And we're going to let you share that a little bit later.